Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Mike Minor. How about a report on him?
Balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Nico Hoerner stands in now and lets that one go for a strike.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On a line out towards center. Racing, makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Ian Happ takes one off the outside here. And he deals. Now one out to right. Davis sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. And next is the designated hitter, Billy Williams. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Perez steps on the bag, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the first, and starting this one is Mark Pryor. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Barry Larkin leading off here as he looks at that one outside the zone. The pitch. And there's a ball. Swings and misses. Now 2-1. Bounce to third. Fires over to Schwindel. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
0-1. There's a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all. Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And the righty deals. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. One down, base is empty. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and that's a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, he's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
One down. Joe Morgan, the next to hit for the Reds. Swings through that one. 0-1. Here's 0-1. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Strike 2. Kicks and fires. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. This guy has turned into a beast. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. In comes the first run of the game as the Reds take the lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
One away, runners at second and third. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Tony Perez. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts the squeeze on that one. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 2. Next for Cincinnati, Johnny Bench. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
2 outs.
Ball 2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Bench started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and yes, he offered at it. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Well, I've noticed they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
The 2-2 now.
I think if you ask most baseball fans, their vote for greatest catcher of all time would be this man right here, Johnny Bench.
And here it comes. Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4 to a board.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Adam Dunn will hit next. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. Hauls it in on the warning track. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Top of the second, so up now for Chicago, Andre Dawson. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Dunn on his way over. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And next for the Cubs, Ryne Sandberg. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That misses, and that's ball 1. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him
Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first, and Contreras is retired. And that will end the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Joey Votto.
The designated hitter, Joey.
Pryor back to work. Swings through that one.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off. Extend that at bat.
Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Left-hand hitter waits. Pitch misses. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 3-1. And now it's filled up. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
In now for the Reds, Barry Larkin. Swing and a ball popped up. That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often. But right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Eric Davis. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Larkin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch way upstairs.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Righty to the plate, and that's a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Move over to first, try to keep him close. Righty delivers. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. So one left for Cincinnati. They're up 2-0. Top half of the third inning. So up now for Chicago, Ron Santo. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out and he makes all the plays. Fought off foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering is down low. Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The first baseman, number 18.
Digging in, Frank Schwindel. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now.
Inside, ball 1.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. The wind of the pitch. And another ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
One gone, runner at first. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And that one fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. That's down and in.
1-0.
Going to count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
At the belt and fires. Off the mark there. Now 2-2. The pitch. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the ballpark, and stepping in is the speedy Joe Morgan.
For the Reds, the second baseman,
The right-hander back to work.
Morgan.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And the 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Left-hand batter waits. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one away.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And here is Ken Griffey Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and deals. And there's the strike. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, first baseman,
Tony Perez for the Reds. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there. Gone! That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down now, and here is Johnny Bench. That one's in there, 0-1.
Johnny Bench did a lot in his career to change the catching position. This guy popularized the one-handed catching stance, which not a lot of guys were using at the time.
The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Bench used that unique stance, and he had amazing hands and 10 gold gloves to prove it. Bench checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Here's a 1-2. Good eye right there.
And Bench was one of the first catchers to use a hinged mid as well. Did him behind the plate.
Right through there, got him. And that is that. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Nico Horner. Here comes a pitch. In there at the knees. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
One and two now. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Ian Happ up to hit. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Minor picks to first. Horner back in on a dive. The pitch. Just missed. Horner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one misses. 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And the pitch.
Full count.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
So now 3-2. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
3-2 on the way. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Billy Williams, the next Cub to hit. In there for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
No outs, runners at first and second. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Guy out there sees a power hitter take that kind of swing. He's got to be thinking, is this guy trying to set me up? Now let's see if he can make an adjustment.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Moose racing over to make the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andre Dawson, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. And that one a little bit high. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Two on, one out. Now a fly ball to right center. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. Two down. Davis quickly gets it back in, and they hold him up at third despite his speed on the bases. I think they had a shot to score there. Ryan Sandberg, the next Cub to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The 1-0.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Up the middle, Morgan collects it to first, and that'll do it. Cubs strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back. And now, Adam Dunn.
Leading off for the Reds, the left fielder, Adam Dunn.
And he deals. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss there. The pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
The count is 1-2.
And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next pitch is downstairs. 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Three-two now. Foul ball. Righty delivers. On the ground right side. Schwindel takes it to the bag. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next to Cincinnati, the designated hitter.
And now it's going to be Joey Votto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First offering, and it just misses. Righty to the plate. And now 2-0.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
The wind to kick the 2-0. This one in the air center field. Suzuki settles underneath it. Rings it in. Out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Mike Moustakas.
that's important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And the first offering is not close. And the 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
I'll tell you this, that's going to go on that pitcher's highlight reel.
Swing and a pop-up. Horner makes the catch, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, but they lead it 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. The Cubs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And here it comes. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Strike 2. The punch out there, and now 1 away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next to hit, Ron Santo.
Ball, that's out.
First offering misses the mark. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2-0. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now the first baseman, Frank Schwindel, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Schwindel tries to hold up, appeal to first, didn't go. The pitch. And now it's even up.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
At the belt and fires. That one fouled off. Santo, the base runner at first with 1 out. Stays alive. Kicks and deals. Double play ball to second. Tags the runner for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Barry Larkin.
The shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Pryor back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. The pitch. That one misses. 2-0.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That's back and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
In now for the Reds, Eric Davis. He's a guy who does it all. In there, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So they bring on the veteran, Drew Smiley. A runner on second to deal with. He'll do his best to keep him there.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So man aboard and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Joe Morgan. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Next offering is down low, and that's ball one. Runner at second, nobody out. He's trying for third. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Schwindel, and they get Morgan for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0.
1, no strike.
One away with a runner at third. In the air, left field. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-0. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Tony Perez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. In the air to left center. Suzuki gliding to his right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the ballpark, here's the center fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The center fielder, number 27, Seiya Suzuki.
The wind of the pitch. And there's the strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a little foul ball down that third baseline. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. He stays alive.